look, I'm not trying to cancel anybody. You know, I'm not in the business of canceling people. I have the fucking suit. I mean, that's a suicide silence banner in back of me. You know, but fucking yeah, some pretty heinous shit. That, like I said, I saw someone in the comments saying, "Yeah, just keep Eddie away from the 17-year-old girls." And this is what's pretty fucking crazy right here, dude. And and don't get me wrong, fucking Eddie has been one of my favorite vocalists for like a long fucking time since All Shall Perish, you know. So it's all a little bit disappointing. It's all a little bit iffy, you know. Definitely start to feel like mixed things about like all these people involved because it's got crazy. Yeah, apparently he did apologize after being accused of emotionally and sexually manipulating Austrian fan Verena Salis when she was 17. Salis claims Hermida pressured her into sending him nudes after Hermida sent sexually suggestive photos her way. But yes, she put out her statement in full. She deleted it after some point, but alright. So we'll close out with this. Okay, so she goes on to say, recently people have become now about band members sexually harassing them and them getting involved with minors. Since everyone that has been in the situation has been very brave and open and decided to speak up too. I wrote this all out on my Twitter account, but my mind was all over the place. This is a better structured statement. First of all, I mean to do Eddie no harm at all. I just want to speak up about the harm he caused me. Ever since I was 13, I have loved the band Suicide Silence unconditionally. Not soon after Mitch passed away, then came Eddie Hermida as a replacement. At first, I was hesitant, but he grew on me. Saw them for the second time in 2015 at a show in Antwerp. Eddie had been following me on Twitter and tweeting me back and forth, so I wrote him a letter. The letter stated, Suicide Silence has been my favorite band for years, and I was glad he saved them from splitting. I said how Suicide Silence music has been there for me on my darkest days due to depression and anxiety. Said the band saved my life multiple times, which I was extremely thankful for. I did not exaggerate when I say their music and interviews, etc. had saved me from committing suicide when I was 13, 16 years old. After he read this letter, he DM'd me on Twitter, accusing me of being an attention seeker. Oh man, that sucks. That's fucked up. She's all telling him that, you know, she wanted to commit suicide and that Suicide Silence helped her, and he's there calling her attention seeker. Not a great start. I was looking up to him, so I was deeply upset. We stopped talking after a while. I saw my poorly drawn ex-band accounts on Twitter, so I wanted to make one of my favorite bands, Suicide Silence, and I did. The account was very well received by the entire band and even big metal magazines. Made me even closer to them, especially Eddie. We started talking again because for some reason he knew it was me. Talked more and more and more, but he immediately told me he did not want anyone to know about it. That no one could know I was privileged enough to have daily conversations with him. This should have been my first sign, but I was blind, ecstatic about starting a friendship with my then hero. Damn, red flag, bro. No one can know about me talking to an underage girl. Yeah, something you shouldn't be fucking doing. As the talking continued, we started DMing on the daily. I was in Greece with my school in junior year of fucking high school, Eddie. I was 16 to be 17. I sent a picture of me that had banged my hair dried to one of the songs, You Can't Stop Me. They started complimenting me. New issue there. Loved that the person I looked up to was interested. Things were the same for quite a while until Dire Festival in 2015, or after a school trip to Greece. Keep in mind, I was 16. He met me after the concert, took my mother and I to the tour bus to hang out and talk. He told me it was important for him to gain my mother's trust. God knows why. Dude. Groomer. Hung out and hugged and held hands and no big deal. Held hands? You know what? You know who has hands? The devil. And he uses them for holding. He also asked when my birthday was because he was aware I was still underage then. Bro, when are you turning 18? But after that day, it began to go downhill. Sent picture of me wearing t-shirt he got my mom for her birthday. That's when he said he said he's not a pure soul and he wished I was older. Ugh. Bro, a few weeks later, he gave me a Snapchat. We occasionally snapped each other. Snapchat. Fuck, bro. Anything, but nothing really happened until he, for some reason, just assumed I turned 18. I was scared to say I was still only 17. Started flirting, sending suggestive pictures of himself. I was in shock. Fuck, dude. Suggestive pictures of himself. Started flirting and sending fucking pictures of his dick. He toyed with me and manipulated me into sending him nudes, which I was totally against. But hey, if your idol wants nudes, you send them. That's what I thought back then. Totally forgetting he was 32 at the time. Bro, 32, man. Like, in some of these instances, you can give someone a break if they're like maybe 20 or something, you know, not that much older, but 32, bro, and you're fucking flirting 16, 17-year-old. I mean, I know 17 is the age that, like, sort of consent with the parents at 17, but, like, fucking grooming and sending them fucking pictures and shit. It's fucked up. So she wants to say, after touring with me, he told me he has a girlfriend. There were no open relationship. So I was hurt, of course, because I thought he was genuinely interested in me. There I developed feeling for him. He continued to send me news even though I was at school, and I remember being with my grandparents in the restaurant, and he sent me unsolicited nudes. I had to leave the table in embarrassment, dude. That's the thing too, man. Like, I don't know what like guys think they get out of just being like, "You're a picture of my dick, bro." You know, like maybe one of them want to see it on some level, but like not every day, probably. This went on for a while, but suddenly it got all cold because his girlfriend couldn't stand my name. Apparently, she hated me, even though I never talked to her. She was jealous of me. I wish I had screenshots, but I think he would have killed me. Could never say anything, and that should have been my next warning. From that moment on, he began treating me like shit, and we fought every other day. Mom could confirm me crying almost every day because he was being a proper cunt to me over and over again, but I continued to repress those feelings. By treating me that way, he made me feel unworthy of love. Miserable, ugly, fat, unloved, and whatnot. His constant changing behavior toward me got to the point where I wanted to kill myself. Treat me like I meant everything to him one day, and then the other was a pile of shit. His excuse was him being human. So the 3rd of November 2016, I was finally done with everything. Couldn't take the emotional abuse anymore and hated myself so much I tried to commit suicide. I know that's very serious, but I felt like a constant bother to the person I cared about most. Mom found me and broke down. My best friend drove her to my house, and my godmother came crying to my door. Then I woke up. I finally really realized I was more than this. I was going to give up on my life for a low-life, conceited-ass motherfucker. I was done with the abuse. That night, I wrote my feelings down and sent it to his old Snapchat account. She did not use anymore, so I thought. I never meant for him to read it, but he did, and then started playing victim. I blamed myself for being a burden to him, but he was a burden to me. All I wanted to do was make him happy and be there for him, but he misused my admiration for him. He said that if I still wanted to come to the shows, I could, but he threatened his manager and banned me not to put me on the guest list, even though I paid for all but one of their shows, and I would not get free merch nor go backstage. I never got anything free except my mom got that one t-shirt for her birthday. I never went backstage except for that one time he told me. So, just to close out, that was the last time I saw them and the last time Eddie and I had contact. Grateful I don't speak to him anymore. I'm grateful he drove me over the edge and made me realize what shithead he actually is. Came out of the situation stronger than before. Sure, he made me feel worthless and like I never meant anything to him, but I know he was just afraid for some reason. This statement is not about bashing the band in its entirety because I still love the others as much as 6 years ago. Still support them, just not Eddie anymore. Please, if you are underage and a band member is hitting on you, speak up. You're not alone. I promise to all the girls for speaking up. You're so brave for getting through this. Speaking up about the issues that are in this scene. Don't blame yourself for your underage being emotionally and sexually manipulated. You didn't know better than to go on your knees for your idol, as did I. She deleted her statement due to victim blaming online. Sure, one alleged instead of the negative attention to be receiving on November 16th. A few days later, after Celeste shared her story publicly, Hermida issued an apology via Suicide Silence's page, claiming sexual communication only took place after Celeste said she had turned 18. I apologize first and foremost to Verena that she feels hurt, manipulated, and otherwise distressed by any of our past communication. Bro, she tried to fucking commit suicide. That's fucking serious. She almost died because you're being a fucking pig, dude. I want to apologize to people who support my work as a musician for discomfort, distrust, and damage these allegations have caused. Most importantly, I would ask the music community to abstain from ridiculing, ostracizing, or otherwise harassing this young woman. It's difficult enough for a woman to come forward with allegations about the behavior of men under any circumstances. When Verena told me she turned 18, I believed her. I made clear that our conversation should not be of a sexual nature until that time. That's still fucking grooming, bro. However, I learned the lesson the hard way that I was wrong to engage any kind of intimate conversation with someone so much younger than me. Yeah. Only because you got bit in the ass, dude. Like, how many other people do you do this to? I was raised by a single mom who taught me to be respectful to all women. I'm ashamed that I failed. I hope to earn the respect and approval of our friends, prove that I'm not the person this would seem to suggest. Now whenever the responsibility falls on men to be mindful of our words and actions with people, and to listen to the voices of those who come forward with respect and dignity. I'm here and I am listening. Celeste responded to Hermida's apology. Celeste responded to Hermida's apology earlier this morning, November 17th. This was back in like 2017. Sorry, denying she ever lied about her age to Hermida. Hermida is one of the various musicians recently accused of sexual misconduct. And yeah, they're going to say it. But yeah, this was back in 2017. A while back. I don't know how I missed it or didn't fucking hear about it. I mean, a lot was going on in 2017, so the news was just a constant cycle. So probably just didn't see it. But yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's been 8 years. I don't know if there's been other stuff besides this. But it's pretty fucking crazy and hella disappointing. Like, yeah, especially, I mean, he's one of my idols too as a vocalist, you know? It's just fucking always tore it up. So, I don't know. I think but certain patterns of behavior started to kind of show themselves over time between Kim Massage Prevail, low-key defending Kanye, and then this old fucking accusation. Yeah, it kind of just makes you question someone's character, you know, overall, and whether or not those people have really grown. I don't know. For the fans that don't like it, like, I don't fucking blame you, you know, especially if you... I think you would... I think Eddie's being especially reckless, just saying fuck you, especially after shit like this happening before, you know? Wasn't that long ago. And then just, like, come on, man. You know, I can understand just being like, hey, you know, like, yeah, I think he did say something about, like, not necessarily holding someone to this kind of thing forever as far as, like, his Sounding Rad tattoo, which, I mean, I don't know. You know, like, yeah, cultural difference. Maybe he didn't know any better. He was in fucking Russia, of all places. Can't really expect much from him. But the underage accusations seem pretty bad for Eddie, and just overall, just certain things about his character. So it's disappointing, but yeah, pretty nuts. But yeah, that's my TED Talk. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, if you like content. Plenty of people viewing this, but not necessarily smashing that like or subscribe button. So go ahead and do that. But yeah, I digress. On to the next thing.